Boom.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Cha cha cha.
Man,
I don't know why I
man,
feel
we
like I
gotta
always follow up with the cha 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 after the
I
shakalaka.
like it. I think it's fitting, brother. It's
I need
fitting.
more
You should stick with it. Gotta have your hook.
man. I feel like it needs to be better. I can't follow up with that one.
All right. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll mix it up a few. We'll try a few things next time.
All
Maybe
right, all
not cha
right.
cha cha, or maybe it's cha cha cha. There we
There you
go.
go. I need to put more emphasis. I'll try that next
A
time.
little bit more inflection into its energy,
That's
because that's what
right.
we're all about. Crypto energy. Man,
Yes.
welcome back, folks. We got a great one for you tonight. Welcome back into season 3. This is episode 2. Of course, we got
Two.
Thanksgiving right around the corner here in the United States. And we got a great one for you tonight. And of course, with me, the original gangster himself, the man who knows no
Man.
bounds. Bronze, how you doing tonight?
Howdy do, howdy do. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's already Thursday. The weekend is upon us, and next week is Thanksgiving. It's just the year is going by fast. It's just I just can't keep up. It's just as fast as the crypto market.
Man, I feel like you're right. Yeah, not quite as fast as the crypto space, but it is definitely going by quick. I mean, it was actually kind of a cool day today. Like
Oh,
cooler, you
yeah,
know. Summer is far
yeah,
behind us now.
yes.
But man, of course, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Every little bit helps there, folks. So we do appreciate you. And of course, tonight we'll be getting into the Bitcoin chart as per the norm. And it's been, I don't know, it's been a very interesting week, to say the least. Kind of, I don't know, sideways, up, down,
Mhm.
up, man.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in just a little bit, and we'll be talking about BlackRock and the Ethereum ETF that was just filed today within the last 24 hours. So
Yeah.
this is big news, big
Big news,
news.
big
Step
news.
in the right direction, right? And then of course we'll be wrapping this up. We'll be reviewing some of the best Thanksgiving movies out there,
Ooh,
folks. Man,
yes.
man, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to that.
me
But
too.
there we go. So
Yeah.
why don't we jump right into it? What do you say, Bronze?
Let's
Let me
get let's get it.
let's get to it. Let's pull this up here. Let me know that you see that, all right?
I do see it, and I do
Yeah,
see
there
that
she
little
is.
dip
Little
correction.
little bit of correction here, a little bit correction up. I feel like this is kind of the norm now. We're looking
Yeah,
at Bitcoin chart hourly. Currently, we're running just above 36,000, 36,3, almost 36,4. And yeah, this is over the past week plus. And you can see yeah, I mean, the trend continues up.
yeah.
Um, it's still it's
Hmm.
still on its way
It
over the
is.
past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, step in the right direction, Bronze. What do you think? Are we going to keep this trajectory? Are we going to keep going up? Are we going to the moon? We got to dip
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
down,
We're going
down.
to the moon, baby. Yes, of course. There is always corrections, and today just proves that. I think people, yeah, it's just today. People probably just expectations, and it's a bit of a lull right now, and there's a little bit of a correction going on. It's just a matter of time with these ETFs and the halving and everything everything else. But it's a good day to to buy. Not financial advice, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little discount
yeah, I
compared to
agree.
what's
I
going to happen.
mean, when you take a look at the 15 minute, so we got that to the 15-minute candles here. This is the correction that Bron's talking about. Dipped down, started off the day just under 38,000, just basically touched it, and now we're Shy, we hit down to 35.5 for today. I think it's important to remember here, folks, right? We're looking long term here. And as we start to compress this, it doesn't look nearly as bad as it seems when you start to zoom it out, right? If
Mm-hmm.
I were to zoom this out even further and go to a daily here, you'll see that this is now this, of course, this brings us way back, but let's just go to the beginning of the year here.
There you go.
Uh, I mean,
Man.
so this time last year, we were at, man, there was a lot of people, I think, upset. This
Oh yeah.
day last year, we were at 17,000.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you just bought and hodled and then held it to where we are right now, you're sitting pretty, right?
yeah.
Think long term here, folks. Try to avoid the daily moves. Don't worry about it. Don't get over leveraged. Get in, hodl. That's what it's all about. Think long
That's
term.
right.
So I know crypto moves at its own pace, but when you take a look at the returns for a year, I know that folks are maybe looking for 5, 10, 20x, 100x, 1000x. Very few people are actually achieving that and then hodling through all those dips. So, not financial advice, never financial advice here, folks. What do we know? Bronze,
Right.
what do you think? I mean, you think hodling is the way to go? Do you think
Yeah.
it's I mean, you get some
The-
degens out there that just want to ride the
right.
waves.
Yeah. I mean, it all comes down to doing your research, but I believe like building your portfolio and having some, some high risk and some I don't want to say stable, but we all know like Bitcoin has the value. And in this our podcast, we believe in Bitcoin, we believe in Ethereum are the future. And if you have those allocated, and then you can have some of these degen projects, some high risks, some high rewards. Uh, you can put that in your portfolio as well. But
Mhm.
yeah, just have it all, balance it out. Continue to do your research on these projects, and see what basically float your boat. And but yeah, definitely diversifying your portfolio is the way to go. And yeah, definitely Bitcoin, Ethereum are the long-term plays, at least for me and for you, I assume.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I think that you have to have, let's call it blue chip stocks in your portfolios, whether that's in the traditional markets or if that's in, um, your crypto market or portfolio. I think that for me, having those blue chips in traditional markets, I'm all about diversification through S&P 500 for the traditional markets, having that top 500 companies rotating in and out constantly, getting that growth that way is almost unbeatable for traditional markets. But as far as the crypto space, having the XRP, having the Ethereum, having the Bitcoin in your portfolio is equally as important as diversification throughout the space. You spoke about some of the high risks out there. There is a guy out there on Twitter Space. A lot of you may know him. Is Alex Becker. Let me go ahead and share his portfolio here.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen, yeah, Alex Becker in a while.
Yeah, well, he's definitely out there, and he's man, he's putting a lot of posts out there daily. He's really big, of course, into the gaming space and
Yeah.
the gaming sector for crypto. He talks about it. I don't want to say hourly, but it certainly feels like it. It's
Okay.
definitely daily, and hyping up that space in itself. What do you think? I mean,
Yeah.
is there future in the crypto gaming space?
Man, I remember in the bull run, even at the end of the bear, I was bullish. I am still bullish. I haven't been really focused on the gaming part of crypto and the NFTs, because like the games right now is not really up to standard in my book. But I do believe once it start when it becomes more on par with the industry standards, it's gonna be huge. I know that there's been talks about Roblox thinking about getting into the NFT space. That's gonna be huge, and it, but also at the same time, I'm thinking like they're making so much money already uh, with their current model. I don't know like what benefit uh, would they would get if they would get into the NFT. I mean, don't get me wrong, that real
All right,
Roblox
boys.
is super huge and it would be really good. But like if I was part of a company, why would I do that? For example, like NBA 2K, they have their own, I guess, economy in there, but it's pay to play to buy the skins along like with Fortnite. It would be beautiful to have for them to have NFTs. It would be the consumer's benefit, but as far like on the business side, what I don't see a benefit uh, in that. So I mean, what do you think about that? Or how do you feel about like if Roblox will get into NFT? Why would they do that? I mean, I know that would just blow up the space.
Oh, there's no doubt
You're
about
good.
it. I feel like you get something like Roblox that gets involved in crypto or incorporates in some form or fashion, whether it be XRP or some other large some of the large chain involved like Ethereum. It's massive. It's so massive. I feel like it's almost as massive as maybe not nearly as massive as say BlackRock getting involved, but that's really a sign I think that we've really truly made it because you have the normies now just naturally getting embedded into the space, whether they realize it or not.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
yeah, hopefully.
I really hope it would happen. That would be really tremendous. I have a 5 year old and she wants to play Roblox bad, but her mother won't allow until she turns 7 years old. I don't know why that age, but I got no qualms about that.
Yeah, I mean, your house, your rules, right? And I feel like it makes sense that you set boundaries. I think it's important to have those boundaries, but
Yeah,
you know, I think though we start to see a lot of the other major brands coming into the space. That's when we know, uh, just another step in the right direction.
right.
Talking about another step in the right direction, we were talking about BlackRock filing for spot Ethereum. So let me just pull this up here, and this is just another step in that right direction. Now this is from Reuters here. BlackRock files for a spot Ethereum ETF to further push the crypto space, and they they just officially filed for this today. So this is really hot news off the presses, doubling down on crypto bets amid investor optimism. Is this huge or what?
Yeah, it's definitely huge. We touched on it last week about BlackRock opening up a trust, Ethereum trust in Delaware, and yeah, it wasn't officially, but now it's official that they put in, they submitted it, and it's very bullish. I really feel like it's getting closer and closer. I believe I saw today Kathy Woods was being interviewed, and of course, she's trying to get hers approved for Bitcoin spot ETF, and she was saying uh, back in the summer, SEC contacted them for some questions, and she said normally, just like, oh man, they're calling and asking questions, but they're elated that was a bullish sign for them getting back after the submission. They answered the questions, and they really had no like rejections about it. They didn't have any approval or rejection. So Kathy Woods did take that uh, as bullish, a bullish sign that they had no rejection. They just received the information. Their I guess they had some questions and they received the answers and they moved on. And so I mean it's still kind of like a wait and see. But yeah, all of these uh, institutions are competing with each other, and yeah, they're all hoping they would get approved, and it's just a matter of time. But yeah, it's Ethereum uh, ETF, the spot ETF. This is them two, Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's gonna be really bullish. Um, I just heard about it. I know I guess it's been going on about Ethereum haven't with the shards, right? We're waiting for that to be completed, but now there was a like a proto dank shard. I don't know. So they found like another uh, more efficient way of sharding. So what they did before, they kind of just left that and are going forward with this proto dank shard technique or like approach. Did you hear anything about that, John?
I haven't, but I do find it. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I'm not surprised that they found a better, more efficient way to make ultrasound money. I don't know, super ultrasound. I feel
Ooh,
like it makes sense that they continue to improve upon it because as we all know, in its current state, it is still very slow. It's very clunky. The transaction speeds aren't what it needs to be for it to be global, and they have to find more sophisticated ways to improve it overall. So, ultrasound money, super ultrasound money. I think, yeah, that is the future of Ethereum. It has to be. It has to be.
right.
You talked about Kathy Woods. They had her on CNBC today. Let me go ahead and pull this
Mm.
up. Now this was let me just let me know that you see this. Now this is on X, formerly known as Twitter, and this was posted by Bitcoin Magazine. Shout out to you folks over there. Let me know that you can actually hear this. I'm going to pull this up. How does that look? Nice and
That's
big.
good. Yep.
All right, let's see if we can hear it.
A showstopper, at least from Gary
Yep.
Gensler's point of view, is he thinks Bitcoin can be manipulated. And, this is a decentralized, transparent network. You can follow all the activity online. It's highly
Well,
unlikely.
it had to be that because he understands, Kathy. He's got enough, not many people do, a lot of people don't have enough knowledge about how it works
Yes.
to make an informed decision about Bitcoin. He taught at MIT.
You know?
All right, I'm going to pause it there for just a second. Right, taught at MIT. I mean, understand that he truly does understand what Bitcoin is, right? So why? The question is why block it? Why prevent it from moving forward? What's the spin? What's the end game here? Now, this
Right.
is what Kathy Wood has to say about that.
No?
So he understands
Yes, he does.
that it's not a Ponzi scheme or a beanie baby.
Right.
So there has to be something else.
Well, I don't know what it is. I have wondered. There's speculation that he's interested in the Treasury Secretary position at some point. What does the Treasury
Protecting
Secretary do?
fiat from
Very
the government?
focused on
I
the
mean,
dollar. Very focused on. I don't know. I don't understand it myself because he definitely understands.
He understands. So there's something else.
There's something.
Okay, but
The showstopper.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right. Something else. What is holding? What? Why hold back? Why hold back in the manner that he is? Right. Who's pulling the strings? Is it Gary? Is it the government? Is it someone else? Is it the man behind the curtain? What are your thoughts, Brawnz?
Man, yeah, it yeah, definitely there's he's a puppet. You when people were when he became the chairman, everyone was so bullish because he came from that space. He knows how it works, how blockchain works, how cryptocurrency is, and to turn around and him uh, being I guess negative about it. Yeah, there's some string pulling going on. It like what Kathy is saying. There's murmurs about him trying to get into like the treasury seat. It's all political. Uh, a lot of speculation saying that the reason why he's pumping the brakes it's to let his institutional friends get on it at a discount, and you're having all these bearish news, these FUD news, and because yeah, they can get at a discount, they can stack up, accumulate, and then when it's time to let the hounds go, and the price goes up. I mean, yeah, people are all these people in the back in the curtains are making big banks. So it's always good to pay attention. We're not in the know, but it's basic. It's obvious. It's really obvious that he's playing. He's being a pawn. When he's standing up in front of Congress and can't really answer a straight question or answer. It's so obvious, and yeah, we just gotta wait. We just we just gotta wait, and when the things unfold. But yeah, for people that like the street level people to see what's going on. Yeah, it's blatant obvious that he's playing a role, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that most would agree. I think though it's difficult in some of the basic questions that being posed to him. Sometimes a simple question does not have a simple answer. And I know that what they're looking for is yes or no questions. I wonder though, I mean, surely I think that most of us in the space would agree that Ethereum is many different things to many different people depending on the eye of the beholder. And we understand what truly it is as far as the blockchain is concerned. But the question then goes into the whole asset class, whether it's commodity or etc. So I think that sometimes it's not as easy. He has a difficult job, but I also feel like yeah, there's someone else pulling the strings here, pushing him in the direction that they want this to go. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. Um,
Yeah, I mean, people are dying for clarity. For it's been a long time now, and you would think if like the whatever the government can pull all their resources together and to come up with a clarity, you would think they would be able to do that by now, but it seems like they're just being wishy-washy on on purpose. Maybe they already have an agenda already set, and they're just kind of letting it play out over time, and
well,
till the time is
well,
right.
Well, time is near for some pretty big things. Of course, we have the ETF, Bitcoin ETF, eventually coming. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. I don't think anyone really truly knows what that looks like. But I think more importantly, too, you have to consider the halving, and I think that we haven't talked about this in a few. I feel like more than a few weeks because everything's been focused on the spot ETFs, but. Um, Shout outs. Let me pull this up here. So this is just one more chart I'm going to pull up before we get into the fun stuff here. Shout out to Seth underscore FIN. Seth is constantly pumping out some awesome charts, awesome TA, and this was from a few days ago. He talks about this, right? Puts a lot of effort, time, thought into his posts. This is not just your basic post. I mean, look at this. This guy really put some time and effort into it. Let me pull this up here, though. This kind of, let me just make sure, yeah, you could see that. So all these purple lines going down here, up and down on here horizontally are the halvings. And you can see as we progress, we are really starting to approach the halving. It's not that far away here, folks. And as you start to approach the halving, that's when we start to see these shift up. Now, what killed us during the last halving was that Black Swan event which of course was brought to you by COVID, and it caused a major dip in the market just before the halving. Coincidence? Maybe not, but there was a huge pump after it. I think what we should expect to see is this continued rise up towards the halving, slight correction, and then a massive pump afterwards, which is fairly consistent after each halving. Um, Now this took a while from the 2016 into 2018, but that was a huge one. That was huge. It started out in 2016 under $1,000 and ended up 2 years later, um, well, 13, 14,000. So huge returns considering the time frame. But yeah,
Right. Yeah,
so
I'm looking at Bitcoin having countdown. We have at this time of recording, it's 155 days till the halving, the next halving.
there we go.
And
There it
yeah,
is.
it's some people are talking about with the spot ETFs being approved with Ethereum and Bitcoin. People are some people are predicting it to be a 10 trillion market market cap. And what do you I do believe I could see that happening, and some people are saying 5 to 10 year bull run. Man, I don't know.
10
That would be
trillion.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's certainly possible. I think we have to see also what happens within the Ethereum space. You have Bitcoin dominance, which you need to pay attention to right now. And let me pull that up. Um, the Bitcoin dominance is really, I feel, what a lot of folks are focusing on right now. And let me just know when you see that. The important parts to the Bitcoin dominance is also the shift that we could potentially see to Ethereum, and as it starts to draw from the dominance of Bitcoin, which would also then start to rally overall the altcoin markets as money starts to get drawn out of Bitcoin and back into the Ethereum space, because realistically, we're talking about still a huge percentage of projects, 97% projects running on Ethereum. It's still massive in that space. It's just there really hasn't been any movement. The focus has been on Bitcoin over the past 6 months.
Yeah. But speaking of projects, that just reminds me. Like, have you been keeping up with like NFT projects? My question is, are we going to see a different, a new iteration of the NFTs, or in this next upcoming trend, are we going to see like more of the same with these JPEG collections, or are we going to see more like utility or use case? I know with music we saw that with music, but yeah, you see all these projects rugging, uh, and some of these projects didn't pan out. What they, I mean, like some of these, I don't know, video games or like, oh, own this and then you can earn a token, or you get some merch. But yeah, not a lot is maybe it's too early. uh I'm just kind of like talking out loud with, I'm just trying to see what do you see uh in the upcoming next couple years, what NFTs is going to do. Is it going to be, is it going to look totally different, or is it going to be something similar from previous years?
I think it'll be centralized. I don't. I think that in the end game is centralization on top of decentralization, right? We talked about this even with our project. It's it has to be easy. It has to feel normal. and you have to be able to have a lot of the individuals navigate it. So you're going to have this centralized layer on top of the decentralization. And I mean, essentially, that's what you want Ethereum to be as well. You want Ethereum to be the backbone in which the transactions occur. No one cares how Visa works. You've heard me say that before. When Visa first came out, people weren't wondering how it worked. They just wanted it to work. They needed it to work. And maybe there were a few small percentage of people that were interested in the technology behind it. But frankly, no one cares. If crypto is going to give some kind of benefit for safety, security, you're able to track it, FDIC insured, etc., and give some additional benefit for, I don't know, because you're reducing cost per transaction, maybe that benefit gets translated back to the end user and they reap some benefit from it. I think that's the end game here. I think that it's really game over for decentralization in the space. It's and anyone that wants Bitcoin, majority of folks in the space are they want to see the ETF come. I mean, that's centralization at its finest. You want to see it come. Well, you've got it. It's over. The governments have won.
I guess it's a matter of perspective, because like Kathy Woods did explain, Bitcoin is a true is decentralized, right? But like you said, I mean, they're just buying up the Bitcoin because it's been mined, right? And they get it from exchanges or whatnot. But it's still, I guess at its core, Bitcoin is decentralized because no one owns it. We don't know who Satoshi is, right?
Sure. It's gold. Right. It makes sense. But people are going to own it and people are going to sell it. And you're going to be able to track all of those transactions. It's completely what's nice about it is you can trace it.
Yep.
Everyone can trace it. Anyone can trace it until the big banks figure out to muddle that. And, you've seen that in the past with some projects where, you put in the assets and you don't know where or who it goes out to. If you do that in a centralized format, I mean, yeah, you're going to have certain groups that are going to have access to that information. Certain groups that go to a bank and say, hey, I need this person's transaction history. It's, I don't know, game over.
Yeah, game over, man. It's going to be interesting to see what's in the next 2 to 3 years. With crypto and AI, things are going to really exponentially advance. It's going to blow our minds. So,
oh yeah, I mean, no advancement in the space and everything like that. It'll happen, but I Web3 is a pipe dream, and it is not in the near future. Now 10 years
you heard
out.
it first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Come with your pitchforks and your torches, folks. Yeah. Go to Texan Wells' house. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's. I don't know. I hate to be a pessimist, but it's exactly what big banks wanted the outcome to be. And when you talk about, even when you take a look at things like Morales and stuff like that, where they are touting Web3, it's this tiny little layer of Web3 and then this massive amount of Web2 on top of it.
They say it's Web3.
Web3, yeah. Oh, the future. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's just like, okay. So I don't know. I just I don't know. I'm still excited about the future. I'm still excited about Bitcoin and what it means for the space, what it means for the future of currency,
Yeah.
and I'd love to see how they plan on transacting. Uh, I don't know, centralized digital currency moving forward, and because that's
Yeah.
exactly where we're moving towards.
Right. I mean, you know, I do agree with you, John, because any company, I mean, if a company builds out a blockchain, whatever currency, and just let it all, there's still some centralization component to it, right?
Well,
I
look
mean,
at Binance. I mean, name it. Name the company.
yeah,
Dex
like so,
Tools.
yeah,
I mean, just name it.
Solana,
So I mean,
yeah,
Solana, right? I mean, even Ethereum has its centralization. You know,
right,
people say, "Well, it's decentralized." I feel like to a point, but it's still centralized. It truly is when you take a look at it at its core.
yeah,
It's still being controlled, modified by a group, by the foundation, by the
yeah,
Ethereum Foundation. So, um, yeah, I don't think you
yeah,
can. I think the only thing that is not not centralized is Bitcoin itself. And then one wonders how deep does that rabbit hole go down? Was
ooh,
it brought to you by CIA? Was it brought to you by the Russians or the Chinese or whoever? I don't know. Big brother somewhere lurking in the dark. Or maybe it was just by some lonely nerd. I
there
don't
you
know.
go. I go
We'll
for that.
see.
I like the low. I like that narrative.
The lone nerd. Yeah,
Changing the
indeed.
world.
Changing the world one Satoshi at a time.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, you
Yeah.
said get into this. So, with Thanksgiving here in the United States, right around the corner, we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the best movies out there. Now,
Yeah.
we got three. We know that there's probably a few more out there. And I say a few because I don't know. Thanksgiving movies, there's not a whole heck of a lot out there. And when you take a look at them, some of them are really a stretch as to what a Thanksgiving movie is all about, right? Thanksgiving is supposed to be about family and bringing people together, and I don't know,
And I
eating.
think it's only like can like what Americans and Canadians can relate, right?
Yeah, I
I
would
mean,
think so.
Christmas. I can't wait for our upcoming Christmas segments. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can touch on some Christmas movies. But
Oh,
yeah, it's like you said, it's limited, and I guess because it's more of a American holiday. But
right, for sure. Right. Not sure what it's all about. It's just all about bringing family, friends together, and being thankful for what you have. So, and it kind of sets the mood and sets the tone for the Christmas holiday to follow. So,
yes,
for all you Christians out there.
there you go.
All
Amen.
right. Well, let's get right into it. Let me know that you see this here, Bronze.
All right.
I feel
Yes, I
like,
like that.
yeah, there we go.
Thunder
Yeah.
Force.
Huh? What? Thunder Force.
I li-
Yes. Brought to you by Netflix. In fact, a lot of these are on Netflix. This is a
nice.
Netflix montage, but not the movies themselves. What say we get into it? I'm gonna go ahead and
Ooh,
well,
yes.
why don't you kick us off here, Bronze?
Yeah, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. 2 slices of toast, a handful of jelly beans, some pretzels. Not quite what comes to mind when you think of Thanksgiving dinner.
There it
It's not
is.
what Peppermint Patty imagines either, but that's what she gets when she invites herself over to Charlie Brown's house for Turkey Day feast.
Man, Charlie Brown.
Peppermint
This is
Patty.
at least here in the States, I feel like Schultz, the creator, way back in the 60s and 70s, put together the Peanuts characters, and it's kind of rooted in American psyche overall. Um, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is no different. I feel like Feel like top three, if I had to choose, you have Christmas, Halloween, and
There you go.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
But yeah, 1973, this came out. We got a clip here. Let me go ahead and pull this up.
1973.
Yeah, 1973, way
I love
back,
it.
way back,
Way, way back.
1973.
I love Peanuts music.
Good old Snoopy, and there's Pepper Patty there with the football on her head. That is a female, by the way. I'm fairly certain. Pepper Patty. She's got a crush on Charlie Brown. Invites herself to Thanksgiving dinner, and of course, our chef Snoopy serving up Thanksgiving dinner.
Real quick, John. I remember in first grade when we were decorating in our classroom, and we would have popcorn, and I mean, I wasn't used to that. I guess that wasn't my tradition. I mean, I know it was only in first grade, but it threw me off where we had to thread a needle with strings of popcorns.
Oh, for the tree.
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to eat
Christmas
the
tree.
popcorn.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose everyone has their traditions, traditions overall, but I mean, popcorn balls is a thing, and but this is I feel like this is though that's from the 60s, 50s, 60s, right?
Oh, okay.
And
that was in
to
my
be
time.
fair, yeah, I think it was you probably just had an old teacher at that time, just trying to continue those traditions along.
Oh man, yeah.
But so yeah, they're all there. The Snoopy's got his. He's setting out the plates. He's happier to just be there, be thankful for people. But Pepper Patty, I don't know. Let's see what she's got to say about this. Share alike.
Those are green beans?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans, but there was
it's jelly beans, pretzels, popcorn, and toast.
Pretzels. That's what it is.
Yes. I don't know. Looks good to me. Snoopy seems pretty happy.
Yeah, I like how he dealt his the bread like a deck of cards.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. Pepper and Patty seems like she's a pumpkin head there. I don't that's a weird frown here. Let's see how this plays out.
What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?
Poor Snoopy.
What kind of a Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners? Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's the pumpkin pie?
Man, I don't know. Don't come to my house.
I know.
I'm going to feed you, and you're going to complain?
Yeah.
Sounds like my in-laws. Nah, I'm just kidding. My in-laws are awesome. But some people's in-laws are out there, I'm sure, like that. Yeah. Anyways, Charlie Brown, Thanksgiving, that's a classic. Another one that came up, Grumpy Old Men. I was going to go Grumpier, but Grumpier is actually part 2.
Yeah.
Grumpy Old Men, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. Man, these guys are classics in the comedy space. This, of course, brings us way up into the 90s. 1993, way back. Basically, longtime rivals, and they had this back and forth, right? I feel like these two individuals, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, has done this kind of classically throughout their careers with each other as they attack each other and trounce on each other. This takes place in Minnesota. Now we got. I do have a clip. I'm going to just let it go straight through because it's about 2.5 minutes long, and we're short on time, so I'm not going to pause it. But I will say, if you got kids in the room, talk about old men and dirty mouths. 1993. Yeah, that's right. Cover those ears there, kiddos. PG-13? Really? Okay, there we go.
Morning, dickhead.
Hello, moron.
Hey, watch your mouth, you dumb friggin' Swede.
Look, don't tell me what to do, huh?
Yeah, big man with the action.
Yeah, that's all right, fine. You want to clock me? You think you can take me? Come on.
Easy.
All right, 1937, the Todd Field,
Oh,
and the
for
ball, I
God's
kicked
sake.
your ass.
Yeah,
After
wait,
football,
You're
a child. He started it.
Is that going to be like you and me there, Brawnz?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No hate.
Oh, okay, fine. You know what?
Unless you
dickhead?
did something to me.
All right,
Like, whatever.
fine. I'm going to come up with something.
I'm sure John started every fight since 1940.
38.
Well, it's ridiculous.
Holy moly.
Oh, you were friends? What could make two grown men spend most of their lives fighting each other?
Your guess.
A woman.
Yeah.
There it is.
You say she's all alone? And hot to trot.
Ever since I got here, you and Max Goldman have been stuck up against your windows.
Been watching the squirrels. One of them's making a nest right under your eaves. Squirrels.
Sure, John.
I'll have you mated in 3 moves.
Shouldn't we get to know each other a little better first? Oh, Max. I think we're going to be great friends.
Oh,
Fred.
it's a death.
Friends is good. That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
John, when was the last time you made love?
October 4th, 1978.
You stole her, didn't you?
What?
She's mine.
Yeah, well, she came to me.
That's not just a woman living across your street. She's an angel.
Angel, right. Take it easy, Chuck.
Grumpy.
Oh man, I gotta watch this now. Ooh, it's on HBO, man.
Well, it was at least when this one started.
Oh.
So, let's go back. Here we go. Grumpy old men. There it is, folks.
Oh man. Yeah,
Good one.
that's-
Good one. It came out the same year Forrest Gump came out, and actually the same time. It actually came out in the summertime, but it's definitely a classic about friends growing up through the years and hating each other. I don't know.
Man.
Feel good movie though at the end. Check it out. Grumpy old men. Be thankful for what you have there, folks.
I
think that's-
gotta write that down. I gotta note that. We're gonna watch that this next week.
There you go. There you go. Next one. Oh man. Why don't you this is the classic. I'm gonna give this one to you, Brawnz.
Well, I'm
This is
just
a
gonna read. It is a classic. Steve Martin plays a Chicago advertising man must struggle to travel home from New York for Thanksgiving, along with a lovable oaf of a shower curtain ring salesman, played by John Candy.
Man,
As his
talk
only
about
companion.
a pair up. Talk about
Man,
a pair up.
classic. The
It is a
duo.
classic.
Yeah,
If you are going to watch any Thanksgiving movie, this is a tradition in our house. We watch this
Ooh.
every year. Now, even if it means just me, because my family's probably tired of it. But we've been watching this since 1987. That's how old I am. Every year. And I don't know. It's
How's
like
the boys? How do the boys? Do
please.
they enjoy it?
I mean, they come in, they run in, they watch it for like 2 seconds, and they
Yeah.
run out. So, I mean, that's
Same like my daughter.
yeah, exactly right. That's what you get for a 6 and 4-year-old.
Yeah.
But 1987, gotta check this one out if you haven't. But definitely a staple in our household. I selected for this one. I was gonna go with a trailer, and then I'm like, I don't know. This is for me one of the classic scenes of the movie. Now, just to set this up, right? A little bit of context here, folks. These guys are trying to get, well, Steve Martin is trying to get back home. He's trying to get from New York to Chicago. And John Candy kind of just met him along the way, and he is doing his very best to help him get there. Though John Candy seems to just be the unluckiest guy in the world. They get spun around. This is a car scene. Have you seen this one, Brawnz?
Yes.
You remember this. Man, I tell you what.
It's been a minute,
My
though.
brother and I were laughing our asses off. Sorry, we'll bleep that out later. Just completely bawling. And then back then, we had these things called VCRs. We would pause it, rewind it.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. Loved it. So check it out. This is one of the scenes of them trying to get Steve Martin back home here. And here we go. Oh. Paying attention. Going up and off ramp.
Oh, the wrong way.
Wrong way. There it is. Death on wheels.
Holy shit, look at that guy on the wrong side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody.
God! Hey! Hey!
Hey, what's going on? Some joker wants to race.
Oh.
Don't race. That's ridiculous.
All right, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Put your window down!
You want something?
He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way! What? You're going the wrong way!
He says we're going the wrong way.
Oh, he's drunk! How would he know where we're going?
It's classic. How would we know where we're going? How could we possibly be going the wrong way? Come on now. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, how would he know? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Terrific.
Thank you!
What a moron.
You're going in the wrong direction! You're going to kill somebody!
Or Steve Martin starts to have a little bit of sense. How is that possible?
You're going the wrong way!
What?
Oh my god, man. Oh man.
Way too funny.
I didn't remember that part. Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
Classic.
Near
Oh,
death
man.
experience on that one. Yeah.
All right,
Pretty
we
awesome.
gotta watch this too. We gotta watch this too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you take the time and you just sit down and enjoy it, it's what it's all about. But yeah. So
The devil.
And he's just laughing his butt off. So
love it.
Either way. Yeah, there we go. That's what we got here, folks.
Oh man.
Brawnz, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for the podcast. I am thankful
Likewise.
for our friendship, really, truly.
Yes,
So,
sir.
well, any last words for these fine folks out there?
Yeah, just everyone have I mean, if you're not in the States, to still have, be thankful. It's just have a safe Thanksgiving next week. People that are in the States, and save that money for Black Friday.
There it is. Black Friday. You got, what is it? The bar night for the kids, at least here in the States, the night before. Get an Uber. Then you got turkey the whole day long, football and parades. And then you got Black Friday. Man, for those of you folks out there that are going to wake up early and not surf the web and actually go out, Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Brawnz, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to all you out there. Thank you guys for joining in. And folks, we'll be right back. See you next time.
Peace.